Start streaming. Let's go. Are you giving me my countdown yet? Hold on. Hi, everyone.
Okay.
We're checking to make sure we're live. Just 1 second. Yep, we're live. Good.
Yay.
Hi, everyone. You know, me and technology, it takes me a second. It's Kim Stan with Terra Nova. I'm here at the Rythmia Life Advancement Center. So happy to be here this day. It's beautiful outside, and I have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful soul sitting right next to me.
Thank you.
So Amber's been here all week. She's from South Carolina. And the second she opened her mouth in class, I thought, I just want her to keep talking. And you will understand why when she says hello. Please say hello.
Yes. Hello. Hello, everyone. It's an honor to be here.
Do you love that accent? It's so beautiful.
Thank you
It's
so
so
much.
beautiful.
Yes.
It's been such a joy to have you here this week.
Oh, thank you. Oh, the joy in my heart is indescribable.
Mm.
Really. It has
How
been
do you
so
feel?
eye-opening. I feel great. I really do. I feel enlightened. I feel all the smarter and wiser and more prepared for the rest of my life. Mhm.
I love that sentence.
Yes, I do.
Smarter, wiser, more prepared. Beautiful.
Yes, I do.
So tell us, if you're looking at your week at Rythmia, to come out now and know I feel smarter, more prepared for life, what shifted in you this week that you feel more prepared now than you did a week ago?
I
know
would
it's a big
say
question,
it is, but I would say the biggest thing is that in the process of the classes, the structure, the ceremonies, all of it,
Mhm.
the effort, the energy from the staff, the love from the staff. But what I'm taking away most is how valuable I am and what I have to offer the world, and learning to love myself. Yeah, loving myself. I think a lot of people, we love God, we love our
Mhm.
family, and God is wonderful and fantastic and almighty, but we lose sight of how wonderful and powerful we are as divine children of God.
Amber, well said.
Thank you.
How is this going to shift for you with your clients? Because you're a spiritual counselor,
Yes.
as well as your family. How are things going to shift because you feel prepared? Just talk to us more about that.
That's a really good question. I'm excited to see how I'm able to integrate the tools and the resources that Rythmia works so hard and diligently at making sure that every person, soul here
Yes.
gets it and walks away with it. And so it will be challenging, but I'm also excited to see how that looks integrated into my everyday life. And I think one of those main priorities is focusing on me and making sure my needs are met and that I'm taking care of myself, self-care, self-love, and the spiritual practices. I want to be very diligent about those spiritual practices and kinder and gentler to myself, and learning to set healthy boundaries. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
And you're going to be able to assist all of your clients with even more of that for themselves.
Yes, yes.
Which is going to impact, that's where it just is so profound to me that your work here that ripple effect that we talked about this week is going to ripple out to your clients and everyone else because you're willing to grow and evolve.
Yes, yes.
So you're giving a gift to everyone.
Well, we all do. When we give the gift of love to ourselves, then we're able to expand that and put it out there into the world, which is where it's supposed to be, But if it's not in here, how am I supposed to put it out there?
Because we keep them pretending as we put it out. We're putting out partial, half the cup, because we're not really living an authentic life that we're truly in deep love with ourselves.
Yes.
Brilliant. Now, where would you say this week, was there any one certain moment that you're like, okay, just got my miracle? Was there many? Because different people have many miracles. What was yours?
Yes, I would say there were lots of miracles, but insights and downloads. And the biggest thing I think is how important us showing up is, because I came this close to not coming.
Oh, talked about that.
And so just my daughter, wonderful daughter, Bria, really encouraged me. No, Mom, you have to go. You've planned this. This is part of your journey, part of your path. And she was helping me take care of my responsibilities at home. So I'm so glad that she encouraged me to go, because if I had not come, one of the biggest insights I got was the importance and the value of every person here. Not only the people that came as their own spiritual path, but the staff, the instructors, all the way from the guest services staff to the kitchen staff to the cleaning to every bit of it was so wonderful and perfect. And
Yeah.
one of the ceremonies, I was shown how, and so I was practicing everybody's names. And so
Oh, yeah.
each person that I began to see,
Mhm.
I began to see their value in my journey here and how important each person's presence was and
Mm.
how important my presence was.
To touch them.
Yes,
Yeah.
because if I had not come,
Mhm.
then the whole thing would have been different. And so, and if
good,
one
good.
of the people I had not met, if you had not been here, if some, I mean,
Yeah.
if all the pieces
Yes.
fit together to make the whole, so the
Yes.
importance of each person showing up and being their full, present, authentic selves, that is probably the biggest thing I learned, is that each one of us, I felt in my spirit that I am special. And then I heard Spirit say, yes, Amber, you are special. Everyone is special,
Yeah.
and you're no different.
Mm.
And so none of us are different. We're all that special, and we
Yes.
all matter. And it is important for us to show up.
That's such a good point, and I want to make sure that everything. Yep, our recording's going well. When Amber says that piece about showing up here, that one time somebody said to me, and I may have said it this week, "Oh, I can't make it to class tomorrow, but I'll come tomorrow. It's the same class, right?" And I laughed, and I looked at her and said, "It's never been the same class yet."
No.
Because it's always certain people in the room at every time. So your point is so well taken that if we could get ourselves over the, I don't need to go today,
Oh,
and
it's
really
so important.
show up, it impacts the lives of everybody here, because every single person here benefited from your presence as you did theirs.
Yes,
So our yes has to
absolutely.
be bigger than our hesitation.
Yes. And the oneness of all of us.
Yeah.
The oneness of God in
Mhm.
each of us, and the oneness of what we bring to the world. Yeah, love.
Yes.
Mhm.
And thank you for acknowledging all the way down from people who are preparing the food to the people who are
Oh.
cleaning our rooms. The love is palpable here.
Yes,
of
it is.
Conscious energy to assist people to grow.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it
And
is.
you
And I'm
felt
so
that.
grateful for it. And you leave here with an open heart. You leave here with more gratitude, more appreciation for your life, even the trials.
Yeah.
That was one of the words I feel like I got was we're turning these trials into triumphs.
Beautiful.
You know, and that baggage can be a toolbox now.
Mhm.
So it's interesting. I'm really thrilled, and again excited, because it has been intense. It's been challenging, but so rewarding. And I'm looking forward to integrating that into my life at home and teaching it to others, and helping people to become all that they're created to be,
Yes.
instead of often what we
lovely.
become because of the circumstances, and that those circumstances aren't bad. They're just experiences. Then they come in.
Amber,
and
if you
then
could
they,
get that to everyone.
Oh.
The circumstances aren't bad.
Right. Your experiences that are difficult and challenging, they're not bad. They're to help you grow. Perseverance creates endurance, creates strength. And what does that do? It makes you more mature. And so just realizing who we are and the strength and the power that God put in us, and that all those trials can be triumphs if we
Yes.
persevere, endure, and become more strengthened and wiser and wisdom. That's, I think the word is, no, it makes you more mature, which is, it means perfect. Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
And we gain
Thank
the
you.
wisdom when we're living it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We become the living word.
There was something I was going to ask you about that was super important. Where did it go? It'll come right back to me. Oh, there it is. So when you said you know what you're taking with you, what are you leaving here? What are you leaving that you came, that I would say in class, like to clean house, to unpack? What do you know you laid it down here and you're not taking it home? What would that be?
Guilt and shame. Guilt and shame. Self-criticism and judgment. Yes.
That you left it here.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I'm leaving that. There's no room in my bag for that.
I just want everyone to consider what that's like, to leave guilt and shame and self-judgment and not pick it back up.
Yes. Yeah, that's the biggest thing, I think. And then therefore it leads you into that self-love, because I can love myself.
Yes, you can.
Instead of beat myself up.
How was breath work last night after a week of ceremony?
Miraculous. Yeah, miraculous. It really is. And that's a powerful tool. Yes. And I think one of the things that you taught in the great classes that you led, Kim, is that we have the tools and the resources, and it's up to us to put that into action.
Yes.
And so the breath work, the meditations, the acknowledgments of ourselves, just having a devoted practice, whether it's yoga, getting up in the morning and reading, inviting the spirit, continual communication with spirit. I think that's so important. Is living it out, like you said.
Yes.
You know, it looks great in a book, but it's not going to do any good to you on those pages. It's got to be in your everyday walk.
Absolutely, a devoted practice.
Yes.
Well said. And are you going to be part of the integration program on
that? Absolutely, yes. I don't want to miss it because, again, like you said, every situation where you have interaction with people, souls, then there's a different dynamic.
Yes.
And just like everyone's presence was vital in the success of the program this week, everyone's presence is vital in the success of the integration program that y'all implement.
Perfect. So our integration program, as soon as Amber gets home, is anyone, some of you may already have it, have the app for Our Life. And then we get to have as well as many classes, which are brilliant, and coaching support is the live coaching calls every Tuesday.
Yes.
So I'll see you in that on Tuesdays.
12:30
Pacific,
3:30 Eastern.
Yes, and you'll get the link in the morning. It's for anyone who's ever been to Rythmia. It's all of our alumni. So if you don't have it, please get that app right away. So tell me this: besides your wonderful clients, you have grandchildren. You said
I do. I have 3 wonderful grandchildren. My first grandson turned 8 yesterday.
Oh my goodness!
So they're having his little birthday party today, and that's exciting. Yes. So I look forward to getting back. I do. Yeah. I was apprehensive because it can be intimidating because there's so much information. And so you think, oh, how am I going to make this work every day? How am I going to remember all this stuff? But I think the Spirit puts it in you. And when you allow that, then it'll come out of you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I want to acknowledge you that you still got here.
Oh,
when
that was a miracle in itself.
So much was happening because the hurricane was right in your community.
Yes.
So thank you for making the time for you. What would you say to someone who, there's people all over the world right now that are kind of stuck on the fence? Should I go to Rythmia? Is it for me? How am I going to get there? What would you say to someone about that if they were right on, as you described, it was so close to not coming?
I wanted to come, but it was just all the extenuating circumstances in my life were like, oh, I can't go to Life Rythmia and do something for myself when I have all this traumatic incident going on in front of my face. My parents need me. My family needs me. I have all these obligations. But I would say that it's life-changing and it's indescribable. And if you feel led to come, then it's a calling for your spirit to be here and that there's something for you waiting on you. Definitely. Yes. And it's grander than you think. It really is. It's bigger than you think. And it makes a bigger difference as to whether you come or not, too. Yeah. So if you feel led to come, I encourage you to come. It's priceless, actually. There's no amount of money that it could have costed that would have benefited me. There's nothing I could have spent the money on that would have been more valuable than what I got out of this.
Amber, thank you. That fulfills all of our hearts.
Mission accomplished, let me tell you. Yeah, and I'm not the only one. Yeah, even people in the beginning, they were like, oh, this is too hard. This is this, oh, they didn't do this. But it's, y'all do everything. And I think Dwayne said it in the first orientation was that, the structure at Rythmia, we kind of, y'all then throw the dots up, and then it's up to us to put them together, And so we're all responsible for our own healing, and nobody's going to do it for you.
Ooh, that was good. We are all responsible for our own healing.
Yes.
So Amber and I together invite you to dive deep into what's possible for your healing. Doesn't mean anything's wrong with any of us. It means that we all have spaces in our lives where there's sadness, wounds, anything that gets to be cleaned up from the journey.
Right.
So we would welcome you here at the Rythmia Life Advancement Center. I pray I get to see this beautiful woman back here, or I just may have to pop into South Carolina.
Oh, please do. You are welcome. You would love it. Yes, it's beautiful.
Right there.
Yes.
Thank you for saying yes today.
Oh,
being
thank
right
you.
here on this couch. Thank you all for tuning in. Every Saturday, we're right here, but thank you for this special day to be with this beautiful woman and blessing us with your presence. So you matter as well. We'd love to see you here. Have a great day. All right, here's Laughing at Me and Technology.